Looks like he wants to go deep. And he is going deep, and it is incomplete. And broken up by Treston Decoud.
He's been a solid player for them all year long. Missed some time due to injury. He was injured versus Colorado, but a guy they trust on the back end in the secondary.
Belted down for a loss by Treston Decoud.
Entering his final year, senior cornerback Treston Decoud senses every day the enthusiasm and excitement building around Oregon State football. But growing up in Covington, Louisiana, Decoud's environment was anything but hopeful.
I seen people get beat up. I seen people get robbed. I seen people get, gun in their face. I seen all that things. Got a couple murders. You go on the street. You see the drug dealers. You see the gangsters. It's rough. It's rough, and it really is. And people don't understand that until you go there. And it's like a different old country. Being in Louisiana is just like a different country, man. All eyes are against you, and there's no racial profile, but especially when you're black, it's really hard to be successful and come out of there.
At a young age, Decoud often acted out, forcing him to be passed around several times among family members.
It was just mistakes after mistakes, and my mama, she got tired of it, and she told me to move with my papa. When I moved with my papa, I was still the same bad, go to school. I was never like making bad grades in school at that point. I was just bad. I would just do bad things. Like my papa used to say, it was just moving pillow to post, you know what I mean? It's sad because I wouldn't say sad, but it's kind of embarrassing because you want to live with your mom, you want to live with your dad, you want them to be together, but my family wasn't together like that. So it was kind of rough for me, but I don't regret it. I'm pretty sure they don't regret it because it made me stronger than the person I am today.
Then, in his 6th grade year after moving to Hammond to escape Hurricane Katrina, Decoud's mother, Chandrika, was diagnosed with breast cancer, taking a toll on her adolescent son.
When you're young, you know what cancer is, but you don't know what it is, and you're still trying to live your life. So I was battling through that in high school because I was just going to junior high, so I was trying to focus on football and basketball and school, you know what I mean? Because that's when I was making good grades. And then in high school, it kind of got worse, and that's when I guess I hit a slump in my life. I started just stressing a lot, started worrying about my family members, and then when I was in Hammond, it got rough for a little while. Mama couldn't work much, so some nights you didn't have lights, some nights you didn't have water, you know what I mean? And it was tough, but it definitely made us stronger.
But despite the early hardship, Decoud would eventually find an outlet and a chance to improve his life at Lakeshore High School in Mandeville, in the sport of football. Beginning with a coach's praise in a game Treston couldn't even play in.
We were losing at halftime, and I remember when Coach Rouse said, if y'all look at Treston, he over there crying because he'll die to play with y'all today. And I couldn't play. And ever since he told me, ever since I heard that, after the game, he told me that I had a chance to play college football. And that's when he told me I had to pick my grades up. And that's when I really started battling the grades because my grades was down.
Because of his grades, Decoud's Division I offers turned into a 1-year stint at D2 Chadron State in Nebraska. But his college career would quickly shift to Nicholls State, not only striving for a chance to play big-level college football, but also to be closer to Chandrika after learning the cancer had returned.
I was actually sitting with my best friend named Colin Joshua, and I was just telling him how my mom was doing, and I don't know where the thought came from. I guess it was God, and something told me just transfer, to go back home and be close. And it was that quick. It wasn't a week process. It wasn't a month process. It was the day because I don't go home. Like when I'm there, I haven't been home since I've been here. And I was in Nebraska. I wasn't going home. And I was just chilling. And I was like, you know what? It's time for me to go. And I made that decision. I talked to my family, and it was the best decision to make. I really lost the love of football because I was always thinking about her. But then when I got to Nicholls, I just used to think about it before I used to go to practice, and it just made me push to be great. It made me push to get her out of that situation because she loved football just like I love football. Man, I hate talking about it, but I'm glad that it's finally over. I really am.
From there, Decoud had finally made it to the mountaintop. His mother's cancer was gone. He became a junior college All-American at Northwest Mississippi, then given his chance to play Power 5 football at Oregon State. With all the adversity he had endured throughout his life, the arrival to Corvallis serves much more meaning than anyone could ever imagine, providing a chance to reflect and be thankful for the many difficult times, as well as to help mentor others from similar backgrounds. I've
been through all the stuff I've been through, man. It really, I cry before every game because couple years ago, I didn't think I would be in this spot, you know what I mean? Even though I was still fighting to get in this spot, I still didn't believe I was going to be here. And every obstacle, it taught me something about life. It taught me something about anything. Just going through with the thing with Mom, that made me mentally strong. And play football, you gotta be mentally strong, you know what I mean? Just going through the house to house to house to house. I went to college to college to college. See, what people don't understand, my life has just been that my whole life, just changing environments, changing houses, changing schools. You know, I'm glad it's coming over that I'm here, I'm focused, I'm about to graduate in June. You know what I mean? I'm glad that the pieces that I've been working, the puzzle that I've been trying to build my whole life is kind of, you know, finally come together, and I just got to keep grinding and keep working. And then at the end of the day, I can tell one of the recruits, hey man, look what I've been through. You know what I mean? I understand you going through this. You know what I mean? You just got to keep strong. You know what I mean? So it's just this is going to be, when it's finally done, it's just going to be a big book of just trials and tribulations. But as long as I overcome, that's all I care about.